Welcome back to Lawn Dude on Earth. Thank you for listening to the show today. Let's see what topic we get into after the intro. Welcome back to Lawn Dude on Earth. This right here is like a little bonus video, man. To be completely honest with you, I think I'm going to either release this. I'll probably release this in the afternoon of this Friday, which for me is rare. As you know, I like to release stuff in the mornings. But I'm sitting here on my way to a job site, and I can't keep the emotion inside me much longer. So I figured I'd record this for someone who needs to hear this. So I'm gonna tell you right now, this message is about to be how good God is. And if that's going to be an issue for you, I suggest you click off right now. So, for those who have actually been listening to my podcast, know that I am a believer. I've been a believer this whole time. But I'm finding that my walk is getting stronger as a believer, as a husband and a father, each, day by day as I grow as a husband and a father, business owner, and everything else that I do, every other title that you want to say I have and that I do have, I'm growing in every single department in my life. So alongside that, what I'm trying to say here is I am definitely growing as a believer. And as I've been growing as a believer and stepping into my calling, I notice I've been getting attacked by the enemy constantly. So, example I'm going to make here for those who are still questioning, if there's a God, how good he is, this, that, and the third. I'm going to go ahead and say this right here. So, this just happened to me yesterday, real time. It happened to me yesterday, man, August 1st. Listen to this whole story for context, please. So, it's August 1st. Keeping it real with you, like I said, the enemy's been attacking me. He's been trying to attack, the business and finances because it has been a slow summer, and that has really impacted income. And those who know, when you have expenses that have to be paid constantly, that lack of income, that might change, but your expenses do not. So keeping it real, keeping it completely 100, man, I went through a situation where I'm jumping through hoops to try and, put the correct amount of money into into my business account, to my operating, for my operations. Bookkeepers, they take their fee out the next day, so on and so forth. So I had that set up for a credit card, so I thought. The bookkeepers ended up taking their money out of my main account versus my versus the credit card that they're supposed to take, their amount off of, because that's how I set them up. I have them on the credit card. That's just the way I do it. So I'm not expecting to come out of my main account. They ended up hitting my main account. I didn't have what I needed in there to cover that. Just keeping it 100 here, man. These are real problems. This is how to show y'all that I can relate. to what you guys are going through. I'm not some $1 million company and nothing like that. So on and so forth. I woke up yesterday morning. Like I said, I've been getting stronger in my walk of faith. So our church does an online prayer session at 6 a.m. to 6:30 every Tuesday and Thursday. So my whole goal the night before is I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna go attend that online. Get out to my first site real early because commercial business park. Let me go ahead and knock that out, man. You know what I mean? So that um, it's gonna be hot too. It's supposed to be one of the hottest days of the week. So I thought. So I found out today actually is. Anyways, I do all that. I do all that, man, and I went to sleep. Woke up. It was like 6:45. 6:45. I'm upset, man, because I'm sitting here like I am running behind, man. I am running so behind. I'm supposed to be on the first site by now. I missed Bible study. So basically, I see the message that I wake up to the email also saying that the bookkeepers took the money out of the business account, and I'm sitting here like, oh man, this is not a great start. I'm getting overwhelmed, because I'm sitting there like the enemy is really trying to attack me this morning. The enemy is really trying to attack me. At the same time, my man Hev had actually texted me and asked if I could, drop him off at work on my way out. So I said, okay, I'm running behind, but, no problem, no biggie. So drop him off after doing my whole morning routine at the house. It's about 7:45 I get to my first site, like a whole hour after when I was trying to get there. Whole hour. And I'm just upset. I guess still adding context to this story. I am like just so overwhelmed, so mentally drained. I'm sitting here like the enemy is attacking me. The enemy is attacking me, right? I had the whole plan for the day. It was gonna be an early day. I was gonna get on my door hanging because, like I said, I'm standing on my own way and I'm doing it in God's way. So one of those ways is for me to stop being lazy, get up out of my comfort zone when it comes to marketing and sales. And that's what I've been working my butt off to do. Anyways, I'm saying all this to add context to this story. So on my way to the first site, I, I'm actually texting, my wife, and I'm just like, I'm trying to breathe and blah blah blah. Because as a man, this is a fault of mine. I try to be so strong for the family that a lot of times I keep it built up inside. But I couldn't keep it inside, and I'm sitting here texting her, because I always, tell my family to have a blessed day and that I love them every single morning. I send one to my wife, I send one to my son, and send one to my daughter, every morning. So my wife happened to be awake, and she had texted me right back, and, she had responded to my text, and then, I said, I'm trying to breathe. Enemies attacking me. And she just straight up like, what is going on? I asked if I could call her, if she had a minute to talk at the moment. She was trying to, I didn't want to interrupt her if she was going back to sleep. But she, loved this woman. She was there to pick up the phone and, talk to me and basically keep me grounded, feeling better. I just said, the enemies attacked me. I'm just having a moment. You know what I mean? I get out to the site late. I'm out there. I'm just frustrated. I'm upset the whole entire time I'm out there. The whole time I am out there, I am just, oh my goodness. I'm asking God. I'm just straight up like, I don't know what to do, this, that, and third. I really don't have a plan for this for my account. I don't know that there's any checks that's out there right now that's going to cover what's coming in. I still got to sit down and see what's forecasted to come in the next week. But I'm just so frustrated. The property owner comes in around 8:30. Keep in mind, I'm there later than expected. So he's pulling up. I'm trimming. I'm trimming. It's a steep hillside. I'm trimming everything. I end up coming all the way around all the buildings, go to the backside where I'm parked, and he's standing by the truck holding an envelope, and it's a check. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I did not care how much was on that check. He said, I forgot to mail this out yesterday. And I sat here and I was just like, wow. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. I am a man. I am a man's man. I don't have to sit here and prove my manhood to nobody, but I'm going to straight up tell you, man. When I tell you that got me emotional, man, like, it got me emotional. I told him straight up, I said, you don't know how good the timing is. I said, prayer changes everything. I straight up said that, keep in mind, this isn't how I, usually interact with clients or anything. To add context, he is also our insurance agent. He was our insurance agent before we got the whole business park where his office is. And, because he's the property owner there. Anyways, he started talking about some rough patches he had when he, for his business, because he knows that I, had the drought that kind of made it interesting, because he's looking at how I wasn't even able to really service that property, a weekly property. I was hardly able to service it every 2 weeks because stuff wasn't really growing. And I just got back to the truck, took a picture, and said, "God is always on time." And I sent that to my wife, and it took me a minute to kind of go, wow, I'm sitting here upset the whole entire morning, not realizing that God meant for me to leave the house later. God meant for me to drop off Hev that morning. God meant for our client to not mail that check out the day before. So for those who don't believe in God, explain to me how this happens. I fully believe in God, and it is amazing to see something like that unfold. When you're looking for God, they say, He is always on time. Always on time. God had this plan from the get-go. That's what's funny to me, is I couldn't see it. I'm not usually at that site that late into the morning. One morning I'm there later. The one time, our client doesn't mail the check out, all this just lined up because that's the way God lined it up. What a wonderful God we serve. And it's hard for me to sit here and actually record this podcast because it's real close to the vest, and I would love to be the guy who always puts the highlight reel out there and tells you everything's great, keep everything a secret. But you know what, man? I feel like this right here hopefully will help someone out there who is having a tough time, who is having, struggles, as we all do. I'm thinking that there's got to be somebody out there who needs to hear this. Got to be somebody, man, because it is, wow. I'm still like wowed by how all this went down. It's even sitting here thinking about right now, it is just amazing to me. And this is why I had to stop right now, and I'm sitting here at a job site, a customer service service call I'm need to take care of. I got a gravel parking strip I need to take care of, and I'm trying to do it all before it gets too hot out here. And I had to stop for this message. I hope this message gets to somebody. Once again, it's tough being this vulnerable, you know, and letting everyone in on something that close to the vest. But I really hope it helps somebody out. I really, I really am trying to. One thing I'm trying to do is, when it comes to any type of, public things, I consider myself an introvert. I'm trying to be more of an extrovert when it comes to any and everything. So, one thing about my, changes and my walk getting stronger with God is for me to get up out my comfort zone. So, one of those will be for me to do like I'm doing right now and speaking with no shame. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the way we can do things. So that's what I got on this. It was supposed to be a quick message, but I feel like I had to add context. This whole message literally was all about God is always on time. He is always on time. It's not the time that we say he needs to be there. It's on time. Always. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Lon Dude on Earth. We talk about all kinds of things here. The good stuff, the tough stuff, and everything in between. If you like the show, please give us a 5-star review. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and have a blessed day.